Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has sent a letter to the Federal Department of Labor asking them to reconsider some fines against several Iowa businesses um, that may cause some of these businesses to close. She says the fines are excessive and they shouldn't be penalized. And now, where is the dispute from? Well, the Republican majority here in Iowa passed a law that Kim Reynolds signed that changes the labor laws here in Iowa for what a minor can work, what businesses a minor can work in, what duties they can perform, and what hours they can work. And this law violates federal law. They don't mesh. Just one example: 14 and 15-year-olds during the school year can work as late as 7 p.m., except from June 1st to Labor Day, unless school is still in session past June 1st, but prior to Labor Day. They During the June 1st to Labor Day time period, they can work till 9 p.m. Iowa law now says 9 p.m. during the school year, 11 p.m. during the summer. And even though it's a 2 hour gap there, well, because federal law is more strict, and Iowa was told when they passed this law that they would still have to follow the federal regulation, these businesses are getting fined for not following the federal law. And Kim Reynolds thinks it's excessive and it's ridiculous, and some of these businesses are facing potential closure due to these fines. Now, if they wouldn't be so intent on getting minors to work later, more hours, and in situations where we had fought to get minors and keep them away from working, we wouldn't be having this discussion. But this is what Republicans do. They want to change the rules in Iowa against federal law and then try to scream states' rights. But the supremacy clause of the Constitution says in all things, federal law trumps state law. It has been that way since we ratified the Constitution. That is how it works. Federal law is always the one that is going to win, so these businesses do have these fines. Now, they may lower the fines. I don't know what's going to happen there. But Iowa needs to pass a repeal of this change so that falls back in line with federal law so businesses don't keep facing this problem. Otherwise, more businesses, if they are not paying attention and they only follow the state law, they're going to find themselves in this same situation facing steep penalties. Was a completely avoidable situation, and it actually does not fall at the feet of the federal government, but rather the Republicans in control of Iowa, because they're the ones that signed the changes into law for Iowa law, and they're the ones that went outside federal law even after being told that this exact scenario would happen. So I'm not surprised it happened. We'll see what happens with the Department of Labor.